Hi guys, welcome to Homerino Collectibles. Today we're going to be taking a look at Kraven from the Marvel Legends Sinister 6 box set. But before we do take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box itself and the other figures that come with it. And here is the collector's packaging for the Spider-Man vs. the Sinister 6 box set. Now, if you're watching the review because you like this particular figure, then obviously that's perfectly fine. You can find the individual figures for around about £10 to £30. The £20 mark is roughly where most of them are sold at, and then a little bit more if you can, for example, find a Green Goblin with his pumpkin bombs and so on. But they are out there, they are available, and if you want them in this kind of packaging, if you want all the Sinister Six and you want to display them like this, because the box is an extremely nice display, it really is. I would really love to have this on a shelf. I want to get the individual figures cheaply. I obviously don't care if they come with all the accessories or not because I have them in this set. But yeah, I really would like extra figures. But this set I got it for £50 from a Comic Con. Awesome deal. Most of them go for about £300 or £400 on eBay, so I got an awesome deal there. But I would suggest to get the set because it just looks incredible, and for me at least it's like the holy grail of Marvel Legends to me, at least Spider-Man wise anyway. But yeah, a quick look at the box. Basically, as you can see, it really is worth it. Such awesome figures in an awesome display. You have all the names down the bottom. You got the comic book in the back, the artwork book. I would, however, really like it if Kraven's base was down there where there's a gap, and then as you can see up here you've got Goblin's base, which is hidden underneath the glider. That really should be behind Goblin, because then he's got a couple of pumpkin bombs that are behind that, which are a really nice set of accessories, and he's also got his satchel as well, his bag. But you can't see them, so if you at the time were to go and buy this in a shop for a good price, you know, or now, whatever, you know, if you see it, you're not actually seeing all the accessories for Goblin, so you might not like it as much, so you might not buy it, you know. Whereas if they show them off in the package, you know, they've got enough space to, so they really should have done that. And then also Doc Ock, you can only see two of his arms. The other two of his arms are curled up on the other side of the base, but if you're just looking at the package, you know, you just can't see them, so how do you know that they're actually in there? And then on the back of the box, over on the left hand side, you see all the pages of artwork that are included in that poster book. And then on the right hand side you see all the bios for each individual character, and then on the bottom you got Spider-Man's bio, and then in the middle we have a little description of the set. Also included in the box is the Sinister 6 poster book. Now it does actually show you all of the images that are in the book on the back of the box, and on the back of this booklet it shows you Marvel Legends Series 6. I really want that Deadpool so badly, but you can see Juggernaut, Cable, Wolverine, Punisher, Phoenix, and if we come to the start, you can see the movie Spider-Man from the first film, which is pretty cool. 67 points of articulation, that's a hell of a lot. And then over here we get the artwork, so I'll just flick through these real quick because you don't want to sit here all day looking at this, because if you get it for yourself, then you can sit there and stare at it all you like. Really like some of these Venom ones and the Black Cat ones. It's nice. Big one, which is the same artwork as what's on the front. Let me get this one right here, and this, and then Black Cat. But yeah, I must say the Venom and the Black Cat are the best ones out of this. And then at the back it also shows off the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four box set. And now here's all of the Sinister 6 action figures put together, so you can see clearly just how great they look together, but also you can see the size comparisons. It's a really nice level of heights between all of them. It's not like they've gone for reuses of molds, so you get some that are the same height. Every single one of these guys is a different height. So yeah, they look really awesome together. You can get some great dynamic poses from them. And even like this, just pretty much all stood up straight, they look absolutely fantastic together. And onto the figure itself. If you do want to see any other reviews from anyone that you just saw in this box set, you can go ahead and click on the links in the description or check them out on my channel. But as for this guy, he's pretty good. He comes with some good accessories. First up we have his base, which is obviously his chest. I'm not digging it as much as the other bases. He doesn't have much 3D-ness to him. You know, all these parts are on different levels. They are all sculpted. They're not just painted on, but just not as good as something like this, with all the different little bits and bobs on there, or the Venom base with like the tongue and everything. You know, it's not as awesome sculpt-wise, but it's definitely not the worst one in the set. And we'll come to that with the Black Cat review. So put that to one side, and then we have his weapon, which I have the cord just wrapped around the scope here. So this does actually fire. So it just comes with this. As you can see, it's just a basic. It sort of looks like a kind of crossbow-esque sort of shotgun-ish kind of deal. And basically, you push this, and it'll fire one. And then you push it a bit further, and it'll fire the second one. And yeah, so they fire out. If I can pull it out here. So they fire out, they're attached with the string, and obviously you just fire it straight at someone and it'll capture them. So let's see if we can actually capture Kraven with his own weapon here. Get one end in, get the other end in. There is only one way it can go. It's got like a little notch on the underside there, as you can see. Clip it in, and let's see if we can capture Kraven. Well, it has actually kind of wrapped itself around his feet. Not enough to knock him over, so that's good that the force isn't gonna like go crazy. If you use obviously smaller figures, I'm sure it'll like 3 3/4 inch figures, it'll probably knock him over. But yeah, so that's his accessory. It does fit in his hand well, and you can hold it with two hands as well. He can put his other hand under here because he does have posable hands. However, there's nowhere to store this, like on his back or something, because of his mane. And obviously, if he holds this, he's got nowhere to put his knives. So that's why I've actually left, if you've noticed, the clear rubber bands on there, so that the knives stay in his hands. So he actually comes packaged like this with the knives. If you want to store this on his back, you can put this in and then have the string go around his neck. Or if you want to just put it in storage, just wrap the string around the scope. It's how it comes, and that's that. But paint tap, as far as this goes, it's silver. It's got a nice bit of red on the scope. It's a nice little touch. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of silver on there, but it doesn't look too bad because his hand would be covering that. So as for the other accessories, he comes with this little knife, which is nicely detailed. It is actually painted silver and black, and it has a serrated edge right here, and it also has a little notch there, which is very nice. And then he has this larger machete, which was warped in package because it was packaged pressed against the other knife. He's packaged something along the lines of that or something. So it's pressed against that knife, and then like the front of the box as well, so it was like pushing it in. But you know, it's very pliable, as you can see. You can bend it very easily. So just hold it like that for a while, maybe put it in some warm water and do it, and it'll stay in that position. But he does have posable fingers. It's basically all of these fingers are connected, so all the fingers just do that. So I don't want to have to make him hold these on his own. I'd rather keep the bands on, because I do have a fear of just losing those and then like sucking them up with the vacuum or something. But as far as the detail goes, let's take a look at the head sculpt. He's screaming right now. Very, very good. I mean, the teeth inside of his mouth apparently is purple. Bit of a strange colour choice if you ask me, but I guess it doesn't stand out as much as like a bright red or something. But yeah, it's kind of like a purpley kind of colour in there. Teeth are done well. He's got all of his stubble painted right here. His little beard and moustache done very well. He has green eyes, which obviously looks like a kind of lion or something, really, you know, like that. And then hair's sculpted pretty well too. I do quite like that. No shading in it, but that's okay. And then we come down to the jacket. Very, very nice different shades of brown. So it's this lighter shade of brown, and then we have a darker brown and like a kind of black sort of wash on there too. And then the main, we've got this light brown with the dark brown wash going through it. We've got the nice tan and green there. The eyes are done well. It is pliable. I don't know if you can take it off because this up here is quite thick. You probably could finagle it off eventually, but it's going to be quite hard to do so. But as you can see, he's got... I think it does look too toy-like, but it's okay. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I like the look of it, but at the same time I don't like the look of it. I wish that it was done a little bit more subtly, like with some shading instead of just really dark black lines. But it doesn't look too bad. It also appears right here on the arms. So paint-wise, this figure is really good, and accessory-wise, it's really good. I just wish that you could maybe holster the machetes down on his calves or something, or if he had like an actual belt that you could put the machetes in, so he could hold his weapon, or maybe if there was like a holster or something that you could put the weapon in. But apart from that, it's pretty good. So let's take a look at the articulation here. So head left and right hindered by the mane, and then it's got up and down. Not as much as other figures, but it's okay. Arms hindered by the mane in going turn, because obviously you can turn a full 360, but extremely hindered. And then you got your up and down at the shoulder, swivel at the bicep, double jointed arms, and then he swivels over here at the wrist, and then with both hands the fingers move to grab the weapons with. But as I say, just keep the elastic bands on there if you want to keep the knives in his hands. It does have waist articulation, no ab crunch or anything, which is quite poor if you ask me. He wouldn't have been able to go back anyway because of this jacket, but definitely could have got a forward ab crunch, so I do wish that they had put that in. However, it would have broken up all these wonderfully done hairs, you know. But carrying on, legs, good articulation in the legs, and then we've got a thigh swivel here, double jointed knees that go very far, no cut over here at the calf. It's just painted there, but there's no actual cut. He does have toe articulation, his foot goes up and down, and then he has a slight rock at the foot. So altogether, paint and accessories and everything, and general mold, like this very unique jacket and his head sculpt, they've done extremely well with this figure. I'd definitely say if you want a Kraven, you should pick it up, because as far as I know it probably is the only one in 6-inch scale, but I have absolutely no idea about that, so don't quote me on that. But it's definitely a good figure. It's accurate, comes with some good stuff. If you can find it cheap, I'd say definitely go for it, but don't pay too much for it, because obviously some of the articulation will be hindered, and obviously a lot of them that you find on eBay probably won't come with the gun or the base or the knives or whatever, so just try and search for a complete set. And obviously if you do come across a box set that has it all in and that has everyone's accessories in, it's definitely worth it to get this figure amongst others if you like them all. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to watch everyone else that you saw in the box set, then you can go ahead and click on their links in the description, and you can also check them out on my channel. Soon I'm going to be getting to the Terax wave. I recently got all those for cheap, so I'll be doing those reviews. Yeah, I've got loads of new Marvel Legends stuff coming up, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.